Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all going good. Welcome you all for the Samveda e-learning program. My dears, in the last sessions, we have learnt about lines and angles of your mathematics chapter number 5 and we have discussed many concepts. Let us recall what we have learnt in the previous classes. In the previous session or in the first session, we have learnt about point, line, line segment, ray. We have also discussed about angle and types of the angles, and also you have practiced the construction of angles of different measurements. And also at the end of the first session, you have all learnt about complementary angles. In the second session, you have learnt about supplementary angles and problems based on supplementary angles. And also, you have understood that the adjacent angles having common vertex and a common side. And also, you have solved many problems based on adjacent angles. And at the end of the second session, you have learnt about linear pair and you have solved problems on linear pair. Now, today you are going to learn about intersecting lines and vertically opposite angles. These two are the major concepts for the today's session. You are going to learn in detail and you are going to solve problem based on intersecting lines and vertically opposite angles. My dear students, let us recall the things what we have learnt in the second session. In the second session, you have learnt about supplementary angles, adjacent angles and a linear pair. And also you are able to recall the meaning of supplementary angles and adjacent angles and also for linear pair. What do you mean by supplementary angles? Yes, you are right. Supplementary angles are nothing but two angles are said to be supplementary if their sum is equal to 180 degree. If you are going to add two angles, if we get some 180 degree, then those two angles are called as supplementary angles. And also you can able to give the example for supplementary angles. One such example is 110 degree and 70 degree. These two are supplementary angles and one is supplementary angle to the other. Here why 110 and 70 degree are called a supplementary angle means if we are going to add these two, we will get 180 degree. That is the meaning of supplementary angles. Now, what do you mean by adjacent angle? Yes, you are right. Adjacent angles having a common vertex and a common arm. Two angles are said to be adjacent angles if they have common vertex and a common arm. In this example, B is the common vertex, this B is the common vertex and this BD is called as a common arm. And angle ABD and angle DBC are called as, in these two are called as adjacent angles. And also you have learnt about linear pair. Can you tell me the meaning of linear pair? Yes, you are exactly correct. In case of complementary angles, the sum is 90 degree. In case of supplementary angles, the sum is 180 degree. In case of linear pair also, the sum of the two angles will be 180 degree. But just like adjacent angles, in case of linear pair also, we can see a common vertex and a common side. Here in this case, you can see angle 1 is angle 1 and 2 are called as linear pair and the meaning of linear pair is a linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles whose non-common sides are opposite rays. Here this one is the common ray and these two are called as non-common rays and these two are opposite to each other. That is the speciality of the linear pair. And this linear pair is also example for supplementary angles and this linear pair is also example for adjacent angles, because we can notice a common vertex and a common side. Now, today you are going to learn about intersecting lines. What do you mean by intersecting lines? The intersecting lines are nothing but they are cross lines. If the two lines are going to be cross each other, then the two lines are called as intersecting lines, and your intersecting lines will also have common vertex, that is denoted by O, and this point is called as vertex for the intersecting lines. Can you repeat what is the meaning of intersecting lines? Yes, intersecting lines are lines that cross each other, and these intersecting lines will have a vertex. That vertex is going to be represented like O, P, X, Y, etc. We are going to use a particular name for the intersecting point. That means, here in this case, there are two lines, they are intersect at a common point. Now, let us identify the angle formed by the intersecting lines. Here, how many angles are formed? Yes, you are exactly correct. The 4 different angles are formed over here. Can you tell me the name of the angle formed over here? Yes, let us write one by one. Now, come to this. Here, angle AOD is the first angle, we can say. Can you tell me the another angle? Yes, you are right. Angle DOB is one more angle, and also there is another angle, what we call angle BOC, which is the fourth angle. Yes, you are exactly correct. It is angle AOC. So, when two lines are going to be intersect each other, the 4 different angles are formed like this, and this is the method of naming the angle formed by the two intersecting lines. Now, let us measure the angle formed by the intersecting lines. You have learned the method of measuring angles in the previous class, and you are able to identify the angles, and also you are able to take the readings where the vertex is going to be formed in an angle, and also you are going to take the exact reading by placing the protractor properly. Now, let us try to measure the angle formed by the intersecting lines. What we have to do here? We have to take the protractor and we have to keep the protractor at vertex O. Then, like this, we have to keep the protractor at the angle to measure the angle, and this perpendicular line with the base should be coincide with the vertex. Now, take the reading as per the direction what I have given in the previous class. So, if you consider side AO or the line AO, at O you have placed the protractor, that is you have placed it towards right of the line, then you have to take the reading from the left. Here, what is the measure of angle AOD means? Here, look at the readings which is marked on the protractor. So, here it is 90 degree, 100 degree, 110 degree and 120 degree. Therefore, angle AOD measures 120 degree. Then what about angle BOD or DOB? How to take the measurement? So, here in case of this, on line OB, you have placed the protractor towards the left of the line, then you have to take the readings from the right side. So, while you are taking the readings, you have to consider the second readings over here, that is inner reading 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. Here therefore, angle BOD or DOB measures 60 degree. Are you taking the measurement by drawing the intersecting like this? Yes, you have to try it at your home. Now, let us take the measurement on other side of the intersecting lines. So, similarly, we have to keep the protractor like this. Now, take the measurement now the angle BOC is, what is the measure of angle BOC? Yes, you are exactly correct. Now we are taking the reading and the outer marking. Here the 90 degree, 100 degree, 110 degree and 120 degree. So therefore, this measures 120 degree. Then which is the one more angle over here? You are right, you are exactly correct. It is angle AOC. What is the measure of angle AOC? You are right, my dear student. This is also measures 60 degree. So therefore, we have measured all 4 angles formed by the intersecting lines. Are you writing all these things in your classwork? Yes, my dear, please take down all these things and write in your notes. You can try by drawing intersecting lines, and with the help of protractor, you can measure the angle formed by the intersecting lines. Try this, my dear student. Find example from your surroundings where line intersect at right angle. We have learnt about intersecting line. Now you have to identify the situations or example where the lines are intersecting at right angle. I will give you one such example. Here it is a tool used for the automobile vehicles. So this tool, in this case, we can see the rays are intersected at right angle, that is the angle between the two intersecting line is 90 degree. What is this? Yes, you are right. It is a rocket used for badminton or shuttlecock playing. Here in this case also, here the wire which is tied to the rocket will be 90 degree to each other. Here one more situation you are seeing here. Yes, we can see this structure in the construction of building. Here the iron or steel, they are laid or they are tied exactly 90 degree to each other. You can see such a kind of intersection of lines in different situations in your daily life, and you should look out your surrounding, and you should write the example for the lines were intersected at right angles. Now let us come to the one more question. If two lines intersect, do they always intersect at right angle? That means, are the two lines are always going to be intersect at right angle? Let us check. Here in this case, the two lines are intersected at 90 degree. Am I right? Yes, exactly. Now take the another example. What about in this case? In this case, they do not intersect each other at 90 degree. Take one more example. In this case also, we could not find the angle between two lines is 90 degree. So therefore, only sometime they intersect each other at right angle, not always. Though the answer for this question is not always. Now, what is the measure of each angle of an equilateral triangle? When the triangle is going to be formed like this, there will be an intersection of lines at vertex. If all sides are equal, then what is the measure of each angle? If you are going to construct an equilateral triangle with your own measurement, like by taking 10 centimeter, if you are going to construct an equilateral triangle, and if you are going to measure the angle formed by the equilateral triangle with the help of a protractor, you will come to know that all angles of an equilateral triangles are equal and each angle measures 60 degree. So this is the beauty of equilateral triangle. All sides are equal and all angles are equal in case of equilateral triangle. If you are going to measure the angle by constructing equilateral triangle of different length, like by constructing equilateral triangle for 5 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 7 centimeter, 10 centimeter or maybe 15 centimeter, in each cases you will come to know that the angle measures 60 degree. Now let us learn one more important aspect of this lesson, properties of vertically opposite angles. So while measuring the angles, you come to know that a pair of angles are equal when we are going to measure the angles formed by the intersecting lines. So, here we have measured this already. Angle AOD is 120 degree, DOB is 60 degree. Similarly, angle BOC is 120 degree and angle AOC is 60 degree. So, here you are seeing a pair of angles are equal to each other, that is angle AOD is 120 degree, similarly angle BOC is 120 degree and angle DOB is 60 degree, similarly AOC is equal to 60 degree. What is the conclusion we can draw? Yes, we can come to know that when two lines intersect, the vertically opposite angles are formed are equal. That means, in this case, vertically opposite angles are formed are always equal to one another, irrespective of the measurement of the angle. Here in this case, the angle measurements is 120 and 60 degree. So, if it is a different measurement also, they are going to equal. See, look at over here. So, this is the vertex. These two are called as vertically opposite angles. The measurement of these two will be 120 degree in this case, and these two are also called as a vertically opposite angles. Here in this case, these two measures 60 degree. So, therefore, what the conclusion we can draw by seeing this? Yes, you are right, my dear student. Vertical angles are formed by intersecting two lines, they are always equal. In figure, identify 5 pairs of adjacent angles, 3 pairs of a linear pair and 2 pairs of vertically opposite angles. Let us find the answer for the first one. Here 5 pairs of adjacent angles. Before answering this question, you need to recall the meaning of adjacent angles. They should have common vertex and a common arm. In this case, let us write the first pair, angle AOE and angle EOC will be the one pair of adjacent angles. Here O is the common vertex and OA is the common arm for these two angles. Similarly, EOC and COB are the another pair of adjacent angles. Let us come to the one more pair, AOC, this is AOC and COB will be one more pair, and the COB and BOD will be the one more pair of adjacent angles. Similarly, EOB, this EOB and BOD will be the another pair of adjacent angles. You can write many more pair of adjacent angles in this case, but we need only 5 pairs. Now, come to the 3 linear pairs. Linear pair means the sum of the angles should be 180 degree and non-common arms should be opposite to each other. In this case, AOE, look at the picture, AOE and EOB will be one pair of linear pairs, and AOC, where is AOC? AOC and COB will be another pair, and similarly the COB and BOD, these two are linear pair, these two angles. Then now come to the 2 pairs of vertically opposite angles. Here, to identify the vertically opposite angles, we need 2 lines which are cross each other, and the angle should be just opposite to the common vertex. In this case, COB, where is COB? Here COB, this angle should be equal to this, that is AOD, then which is one more pair. Now come to this AOC, and just opposite to this there is a BOD angle. AOC and BOD will be vertically opposite angles. Now, in this case, let us solve a problem based on vertically opposite angles. Here only one angle is given, that is 55 degree, and for remaining 3 angles the name XYZ is given. We have to find the measure of XYZ in this case. To solve this problem, we have to recall the property of the vertically opposite angles. You all know that vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. Yes, you are already getting the solution for this problem. Yes, what is the measure of x? Yes, exactly, you are right. It is 55 degree because it is vertically opposite angle. So, before going to write this, let us find the angle y or angle z. To find angle z, we need to take these two as a linear pair. You know that sum of these two angle will be 180 degree because this ray is standing on straight line. Therefore, z plus 55 degree is equal to 180 degree, they are linear pair. Then what about z? Z is equal to 180 degree minus 55 degree. Then subtract 55 degree from 180 degree, what you will get? Yes, you are right, you will get 125 degree. Then what does z measures? 125 degree. Now, what we have to calculate next? Angle x. So, here x measures 55 degree because they are vertically opposite angles. Now, how to find angle y? So, we have to take these two, or we can take the help of the angle z to find the y. Y also measures 125 degree, or we can take the concept of linear pair. If you are going to add x and y, we will get 180 degree. So, now we have got 55 degree, then 55 degree plus y is equal to 180 degree. Then what about y? Take 55 degree towards the right side, you will get 180 minus 55. Therefore, it measures 125 degree. Therefore, here in this case, here the one angle is given is 55 degree. Just opposite to this, there will be a vertically opposite angle which measures 55 degree, and we have got angle z by considering the linear pair. We have got the value for z is 125 degree. So, therefore, what about y? It is also 125 degree because these two are vertically opposite angles. Yes, angle y is equal to angle z is equal to 125 degree. Now, let us find the value of x, y, z in the second case. Here, find the value of x, y, z in each of the following cases. Here the angle is given 40 degree and 25 degree. We need to calculate x, y and z by considering the concept of linear pair, vertically opposite angles and rays standing on the straight line. Here, how to calculate the x? To calculate x, we need to consider the angles formed by the rays standing on the straight line will be 180 degree. That means, if we add 40 and x and 25 degree, how much we will get? Yes, 180 degree we will get. So, add now 40 degree and 25 degree, how much you will get? You are exactly correct, you are getting 65 degree. Then what we have to do over here? We have to transpose this 65 degree towards right hand side, we will get 180 minus 65, that is equal to 115 degree. So, we have calculated angle x. So, therefore, it is easy to calculate remaining angles. What about z? Z is 40 degree because this z exactly opposite to this 40 degree and these two are vertically opposite angles. Then what about y? So, if you are going to add y and z, we will get 180 degree because they are linear pair. What is the measure of z? It is 40 degree. Then transpose this 40 degree towards the right hand side, you will get 180 minus 40, then your answer is 40 degree, that is 140 degree. So, therefore, what is the measure of x? The measure of x is 115 degree. Then what is the measure of z? Z is 40 degree. Then what is the measure of y? It is 140 degree. Like this, we have to calculate the value of x and y which is given in the figure. So, you should try some more angles, some more problems which is given in your textbook. My dear student, we have learnt about linear pair, vertically opposite angles and problem based on vertically opposite angle in this session. Let us recall again, the intersecting lines are nothing but the lines that cross each other. So, these intersecting lines will have a common vertex and the angle formed at the vertex, that is the vertically opposite angles formed at the vertex are equal to each other. Then what we have learnt? So, these angles, these two angles are equal to each other because these two are vertically opposite angles, and these two angles are also equal because they are also vertically opposite angles. Now, let us try to fill the blanks which is given in the question by recalling the concept what we have learned today. If two angles are complementary, what the question is given? If two angles are complementary, then the sum of their measures is, what is the measure of complementary angles? You are exactly correct, the measure is 90 degree. Now, come to the second question. If two angles are supplementary, then the sum of their measure is, what is the sum of the measure of supplementary angles? You are exactly correct, it is 180 degree. Now, come to the third question. Two angles forming a linear pair are, what is the name can be given to the linear pair? You are exactly correct, they are supplementary angles. Now, come to the fourth question. If two adjacent angles are supplementary, they form a what? Yes, you are right, linear pair. Then, if two lines intersect at a point, then vertically opposite angles are always what? They are equal or not? Yes, you are exactly correct, they are always equal. Now, if two lines intersect at a point, and if one pair of vertically opposite angles are acute, then the other pair of vertically opposite angles are what? If one pair is already given, that is acute, and what will be the another pair of angles? Yes, you are right, they are obtuse angles. My dear student, so based on today's concept, I am going to give you a question to answer. Please write on the question and write the answer for the question and show to your teacher. The question is like this: in the adjoining figure, name the following pair of angles. The question is vertically opposite angle, adjacent complementary angles, supplementary angles, and adjacent angles that do not form linear pair. I am repeating the question again. In the adjoining figure, name the following pairs of angles. The first question is vertically opposite angles. The second one is adjacent complementary angles. Third one is supplementary angles. Fourth one is adjacent angle that do not form a linear pair. And you have one more question. Draw any rectangle and find the measure of angle at four vertices made by the intersecting lines. You need to draw a rectangle like this, and you have to find the angles at A, B, C and D. So, these are the questions for the home assignment. My dear student, we shall meet in one more session to learn more about intersecting lines and also about lines and angles. Thank you all for your nice participation. Have a nice time. Keep learning. Stay safe.